Alright, let's get ahead and actually try and make some progress here. Alright, so we've got still some stuff to do. Alright, let's do this first of all. I'm still reading a lot of stuff online about the main criticism of this game being how slow it is at the moment. Should quickly go over to the camp first. But I've been in such a split mindset over this, like over the past couple days since it released, because although like anyone who's going to play this, I don't think is going to argue the fact that the game is definitely slower than it normally is. Like if you compare Red Dead 2 to Red Dead 1, it definitely feels like the RPG elements that they've pushed into this slow the gameplay down. But then the debate happens of whether or not that's inherently a bad thing or not. And I think a lot of people who prefer like true RPG experiences with a lot of management of the characters, a lot of stat management, things like the temperature management in this, the horse leveling, the gun maintenance, then you know if you're a traditional RPG player, you're gonna probably greet these new changes with open arms. But to many people who just know Red Dead for the core experience that they experienced in the first game, but didn't experience any of these side features, or maybe they haven't played an RPG, or maybe they just don't want these features in the game, these features may actually present a problem with Red Dead 2. And it's been a weird debate to read, because I can fully see the logic on both sides. But personally, I don't think the RPG elements make it a bad game. I think it's still a lot of fun. Definitely slower. It's definitely a slower experience, but I don't think that makes it any worse off. Alright, I think this clothing is fine for the temperature, actually. Unless drastically we go somewhere snowy, which I don't see happening anytime soon.
How you doing, old friend? Fine. It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in a field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that?
Many times.
I see I'm boring you, Arthur.
Worrying me. We lost men back there.
We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties.
We're thieves. In a world that don't want us no more.
We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day. It's nice out. Old Hosea says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish.
So this isn't too far into the game. This game's got a very long prologue at the beginning. I'd say, depending on how fast you clear through it, it can range from about like 20 minutes, half an hour, to probably about 40 minutes. In where you're pretty much centered in the snowy region of this mountains. And it's just something that gets you used to the gang, which is like the group that you roll with in this game, as far as we know so far. But one of the main things that people notice straight away is that obviously this game is set, I think it's 7 years before the events of Red Dead 1, so it is a prequel. John Marston, who you play as, who's the main protagonist in the first game, is in this gang. So obviously if anyone's familiar with the first game, you dealing with your previous gang as John Marston is a fairly big part of the first game. So we're kind of filling in the blanks on what we don't know in between this game and the first game as the story rolls on here. There was never really a lot of information on why John went against his original gang. I assume, as far as we're led to believe, it is this gang, so I think we'll find out.
There was us.
couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
More Charles than me.
It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is.
I'm gonna quickly make a change to OBS because I think it's stuttering slightly.
I was once in
Let me
this
just
country with
quickly
Bessie.
change up.
Hi. Feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you.
I hope so.
Come on, Arthur!
Alright, that should be better. I think it was stuttering then, but it should
What
clear
are you
up now.
running off for?
Now, I
Just
was
let
saying
the
something
settings
that-
take into effect.
Oh, yeah. But what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. But we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching. But I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day.
One second. Okay, it should be good.
Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool.
Play it cool. Well, my character's fairly lawless at the moment. They have this bar at the bottom of the screen now that shows you if you're heading for lawful or evil. My character is definitely more evil now than lawful.
Hello, gentlemen. Well, look what the cat drug in. I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Let's go after that train. Keep your guns holstered. We need them Anderson boys alive. Come on, hurry!
Alright, let's just drag them off the train.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on! What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best. So what are these fellas wanted for? Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make me. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No! Did I not say that?
You've said plenty.
Can I just lasso them off? Oh my god.
Settle down.
Okay.
Ooh, that must have hurt. Leave him. Stay with that train. What the hell are you doing?
Alright, I guess I can't
Train's
lasso
slowing
them.
down to go through the station. Now's our chance. Will you stop that? Get to the side of the train. Get alongside that flat carriage. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
Stop bastard! I didn't do nothing! Bill! Get off!
Come on, Mr. Callahan, I'm relying on you.
Stop!
Chaotic evil on my scales make me want to pull out this pistol.
Come on, shitbag!
This would be a lot easier.
Stay on 'em.
Bastard!
Damn bastard. Get the hell away from me.
Okay, again. Oh my. Okay. Right, that was a mistake. Let me tackle him off the train carriage. Alright, well that didn't go well. What I was going to say is as soon as they knock off your hat, it's personal. Alright, let's go. Deal with this one again.
Damn bastard. Get the hell away from me.
Alright, my hat hasn't fallen off the train. Ooh! No, 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 you're not pushing me off. Not pushing me off. Let's go. Come on. Don't fall off. Ah, you'll live.
Callahan, I'm relying on you.
Alright, let's go.
You're only making it worse. Just you and me now, pal.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here.
I mean, I have a knife as well.
Father, let me go. Can't do that. Nobody will recognize you when I'm done.
Just don't kill him.
Might actually be better to go into first person here.
Just subdue him and we'll take him in, all right?
I've never fought in first person before, but this train carriage is really tight.
I'm right here if you need me.
He's cutting me up.
Come on. Come on.
There we go. I beat off my hat again.
Is everything all right in there?
Well, I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
See the cuts through my hat.
Bring him out here.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on. Fine you for stopping the train. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Alright, Dutch has asked us not to use weapons that cause trouble in roads. Is this area called roads? Yeah, it is. Alright, I haven't really had a request like that so far in the game. I mean, as you can see across the map, I've gained plenty of bounties elsewhere. But I think my bounty here has gone down. Which would be... well, it's still 105 there. 60, 105... Okay.
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Very little. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Alright, this is good. This is a fresh slate for my character.
Right outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him
Everywhere
in
else
for
I've got a bounty. This is a fresh start. We can be men of the law here. No bounties gained.
Okay.
We'll have public access to everything. New town, new me.
Won't be the last time,
Mr. Gray! We got him.
Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So,
Yeah.
about my friend here,
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Now, I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, falling out of rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying. And
Arthur,
that's
Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
Well, there's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like We can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Alright, this town's looking
so
pretty
these
good.
Two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
I don't want to go fishing.
I'll need to relax someplace.
Fair enough. It looks like it's you and me, old man.
Yeah, they can bond. Get a bit of horse dung there. I'm really interested to see these banks. A couple of these towns have these like well-established banks. It tends to be these towns that are far more established. But these mainline banks, they're not even marked on the map yet. Oh, okay, careful.
Looking for trouble?
But obviously you can do bank robberies in this. Train robberies and bank robberies are advertised as like the big money makers. Haven't had any bank robberies yet. But given that we've been asked to stay low in this town, I'm not going to go about and rob the bank.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, what's the first thing we can do then? Right, we have a saloon. There is a quest nearby to go check out the Gray's plantation. I think that's the tobacco farm. And then there was one more quest with Mr. Pearson. No, okay. I think that's just a reputation gang quest to learn more about one of the members. The cook, I think it is. No interest in doing that at the moment. Right. Is the horse close enough?
Okay, girl.
So one thing so far that I can show you actually here is that the horses in this, you can basically take any horse you find and tame it for your own. But they each have different categories and XP. So if I show you this one, down in the bottom right where you see the little wheel with the horse's head inside, the 4 quarters represent, like, I guess 1 to 4 levels. So this horse is level 3 out of 4, and every time it levels up it gains new attributes, which I can show you in the info. So its speed and acceleration goes up, and I think its handling is set by the breed of horse it is, and its health and stamina exhaustion also go up. But I think the typing of horse also has some standard effects onto it. So if we found a random horse out in the wild, or I think we can just do it on any random horse like here, if we use the binoculars and we look at this horse, yeah, so we have the option to study it. So if we hold down R1 and we study it for long enough, we get to see the info of that horse. So we can see its coat, its handling type, and then the stats. And I think the pure white stats are the stats it already has, and then the grayed out stats are the stats it has the potential to learn if you level it up. So you can study the horses before you actually claim them. We could actually steal these horses here, but I don't think they would provide anything worth stealing over. My horse's stats are fairly decent. Good shot of the horse's ass there. Yeah, my horse's stats are decent. That's because I've spent a lot of time with it. This is the same horse I got from the beginning of the game, so...
Let's go, girl.
It does help to bond with your horse, and you can do a lot of things to raise its stats. Just riding around and, like, petting it like that will raise its stats, but also you have full interaction with it. You can brush the horse, which actually you need to do to maintain its health. And then you also have the option to feed the horse from your resources, which I think do increase its health and energy, but also give it encouragement, which like increases your bond with it. And then you have just the option to pet it.
Easy, girl.
And all these things help you increase the reputation and just using it. And that'll raise the overall like threshold of its statistics, so it can exhaust more stamina, and it'll do it a lot. It'll take a lot longer to exhaust all of its stamina, and it has a much higher pool to take from both its health and stamina. You also gain the ability to do... Okay, some gunshots off in the distance.
Go drink some moonshine, you damn louse!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. I may have accidentally bumped into them. Whoa, we're not gonna... Okay, we can't draw our weapons because Dad asked us not to, so we're just gonna have to run. Yeah, so from leveling up the horse, I've now got the ability to do an emergency stop, essentially. What's going on here?
This here the Gray Plantation?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, look, I've been helping the sheriff with some trouble.
Still getting shot from behind.
Folks on the property
Oh
here.
my god.
Damn it. All right. Have a word.
I'll just keep... Oh!
I ain't got the time to help.
We got ourselves a shootout.
Dead man walking.
Okay. We've now got the guards of the plantation fighting. Wait, did they kill them both? He's limping. I think I got one of the guards killed. Yep. Ah. That's right, I can loot them. That was a complete accident. But I'm glad the guards actually stuck up for me there. I thought I was just going to get completely nailed by bullets while I was talking to him.
What do you want, boy? This is private property.
This here the Gray Plantation?
Yeah, we've already had this conversation.
Caliga Hall.
Hey, look, I've been helping the sheriff with some trouble. Wanted me to have a word with a few of the folks on the property here.
Damn it, Lee. All right.
He's still limping from the wound.
But I ain't got
That's
the
pretty
time
cool.
to help you.
Obliged.
Well, I guess we... Oh! Wait. You were just dead a moment ago.
Coming in or what?
Okay.
Hey, I was hoping you'd talk a moment. I'm a student of the history of the region, and,
I ain't the one to speak to. Try Master Bo. Think he's down there by the wood store. Boy's got all the time in the world.
I think this was the guy that we saw outside the sheriff's station.
Huh. I'll see you at the sheriff's office.
Excuse me, friend.
We friends?
Not yet, but he is hoping.
I guess.
We don't get a lot of traveling men here, and suddenly there's a whole phalanx of mysterious but strangely helpful Yankees about the place.
Is there?
What are you doing here?
I was just looking for work.
Well, looking for something. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
What secret?
I got a secret of my own.
Are you secretly normal?
Excuse me?
Never mind.
The thing is, I don't care if you kill the whole lot of us and the Braithwaites.
I don't want to kill anyone.
I love her, you know.
Love who?
Penelope.
but it's impossible.
Well, love tends to be complicated.
She's a Braithwaite. I'm Bo Gray, son of Tavish Gray, nephew of
Oh
Lee
my,
Gray,
are we gonna
the
have some
sheriff,
Romeo and
grandson of old
Juliet
Murdo
romance now?
Gray.
We got the
We
Montagues
Grays have
and
been loyal to the state and murderers to
I
the
can't remember the
Braithwaites
second
for so
family's name.
long now, no one can even quite explain why.
my English teacher would be
Beyond
cursing me.
blind loyalty and stupidity, I'm supposed to be loyal to some nonsense while she's amazing. She's like a woman from the future. She's like tomorrow, if tomorrow turns out fine.
Well, I'm sorry for your predicament.
Would you help?
I don't want to get involved in gang feuds. Seems unseemly.
I'll pay. I've got money. We Grays, we've always got money. No brains, mine, but money.
Well, in that case...
Okay.
I know she loves to sit
It's
out
the
in
Weston
the gazebo
Lannisters.
on the edge of the Braithwaite property. Take her this letter and this bracelet, please.
All right, now let's go sell them.
Look out for their guards. They're worse than strangers than
Okay, so we're literally working now for Great Western Romeo.
Hey, you better follow that order, right?
Come on, horse. Come on. You can make it. Come on. There you are. Alright.
Hey, you're okay, girl.
Off to meet Juliet.
Yeah.
This game does look amazing. I don't think I can really show it right now, but they've really put a lot of work into light shafts that you can see in like a lot of the dense forest. I might be able to show it here in this forest up ahead. But if you're looking towards the sun,
Easy, easy.
it doesn't really show through here very well. Not well enough to make my point. But if you're going through a lot of dense forests and you look towards the sun, the light shaft work looks amazing. I definitely can't show it here. It's not working out, but trust me, it was pretty cool before. Yikes. I saw an argument on Reddit about the visuals of this game that I thought were fairly interesting, because somebody made the point, somebody was talking about how great this game looks and how great the visual design in this game is, and talk about how smoothly it transitions to cutscene to game, and also the fact that there's no load screens once you've loaded in. And somebody commented on it that it's easy to make like a barren western wasteland, you know, look good, right? But I think the point to take away is, yes, it is easy to make like a wasteland, because you know it's desolate, it's empty, it's not known for its visual appeal. But the difference between like a desert in like Assassin's Creed Origins, for example, and then like the wastelands of Red Dead Redemption 2, not to compare them to deserts, but just bear with me for this example. Red Dead's, although a lot of its terrain is just open grounds of just fields and plains where animals roam, and there's no cities for miles and miles and miles and miles, it still manages to make those fields look beautiful. And I think it's not it can't just simply be put down to they are just simple fields. The fact that the game manages to make those simple fields look as stunningly gorgeous as they are is a testament to like the game's visual design. I say that now and I can barely see anything because of the sand mist at the moment. I think that's the point. I think I've got to sneak around to Juliet here without getting spotted. I can actually draw my weapons now. I have a feeling though if I don't do any sight... Oh, yeah, I got spotted, okay.
You ain't working for the Braithwaites, you can't be walking here. Get out right now.
Hey, I'm just a tourist.
Okay, yeah, that didn't work out. I was wondering if I could actually just knock him out. I think if I do a non-lethal takedown on a single guard, it'd be okay. Okay, let's try. I might be able to lasso them, but I think the noise will be too much. Or maybe I could throwing knife them. I'm not sure if I can take out these guards. I'm pretty sure I'll be allowed to. Well, let's try. Oh, okay, as soon as I let go of the knife, they were, the guards were lit. Okay, we're not allowed any takedown. Let's go around the back of the house. Hopefully he'll turn around. You turn around or are you just gonna stay there? Oof, that was close. He just turned around as I made it. Alright, let's climb up.
I think we got a spy.
No, we don't.
We can't have folks just wandering through here. I'm going to ask you to leave.
Hey, I'm just a tourist. I don't suppose you mind my walking through these grounds. I got a guidebook talks about the big plantation house.
Your guidebook's about to get you shot, Yankee. Get out of here.
That's real hospitable. Good day.
Can I punch him or can I leave?
You aren't working for the Braithwaites, you can't well be walking here. I'm taking you out. Sir, I'm getting tired of looking at you. Go.
Okay, I'll just leave. That's fine.
You know the way. I see you back here again.
Yeah, we're fine. Let's go. Okay, easy escape. Now can I just go back in? I guess if he sees me again, though, he's gonna just shoot on sight, right? I'm not sure, though. I think we'll be okay. Alright, gotta get past this last dude here, and I think we're free then. I'm not sure if he patrols. I think we're home free. Alright, Juliet.
Are you Penelope Braithwaite?
Why, yes, I am.
I've got a letter for you.
Oh.
And a gift.
A letter and a gift. Well, we don't even know each other.
Well, it's not from me. It's from,
From Bo. Oh, he is so...
Strange?
Yes, he's a little strange, but also so human. The rest of our families are stuck in the dark ages, or, well, I don't know, cave people, perhaps. Bo's different, but if they find out, they'll kill him and send me to live someplace awful, like Ohio. Have you ever been to Ohio, sir?
No.
Well, neither have I, but my uncle has a factory there. He was sort of the black sheep on account of having left, but now they tolerate him because he's a vicious snob. Families are there's something else. You got a family, sir?
No, not really.
Well, they tolerate him because of the money. But me, with my ideas above my station, they can't stand.
That sounds pretty complicated. I don't know quite what to say.
Well, nothing to say, except I hope they all rot. I don't, well, maybe a bit. But here, if you see Bo again, will you give this to him?
Sure.
Yes, the great Western cowboy that's basically now a messenger between Romeo and Juliet. Okay. Alright, we're free. Okay, we got a lot of quests actually. I guess we just started a new quest strand for that. Yeah, okay. We got another quest at the camp as well. Right, I'm not super interested in continuing this Romeo and Juliet storyline, so let's leave that for now and let's go back to Dutch and actually see what's going on in this new town. God, this area is super swamp-like with the fog. Spent like 20 minutes talking about how beautiful this game is, and then it chucks me into an area where I can't show a single moment of it actually looking great. Okay. Let's pretend like that didn't happen.
Yep. Look out!
Yeah, you can swim, Lone.
Yeah.
As far as I've swam in like some rivers and lakes before. I'm not sure about are we at all by the coast? Yeah, I guess we were down here. I'm not sure about in this water because I guess this. Although I mean, like it seems like that's going towards the edge of the map, but I guess not. Yeah, I think you'd be able to swim in this. I mean, I've swam in other parts of the water, like in these like small cut-off pools, so I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
Of course, of course. Oh, and here is my dear friend, Arthur Callahan. Boy is a hunter. Boy is a killer. Arthur, you've met but not been introduced to Mr. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sheriff Gray.
Well, how are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Tough business you boys had.
We did?
Oh, there's no need to pretend with me, sir. Life can be tough.
So it can.
And no man owes another anything.
No, sir.
But still, I feel you were hard done by.
Hey, the physics in this
Losing
game,
your
it
employment
chucks me
like
off so
that.
much.
But still, here in Rhodes, we have work enough for honest men.
Ah, that's some strong stuff. Still, don't seem to be doing you any harm, I guess.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Excuse me a moment.
I told you we was moving up in this world. Deputies.
You have finally lost your mind.
Amongst these drunkards, hillbillies, and slavers? Good honest thieves like us. We're bound to be moralizers in a place like this. Oh, Sheriff Gray, you are back.
Now listen, sir. There is shine in them woods, though, and it is costing this county its good name and the state a whole lot of income. You boys wouldn't mind rooting it out. Maybe we'll make you permanent. I gotta sit me down a second.
Not a problem, sir. Not a problem at all. You are in safe hands now. And people waste time with the temperance movement. Liquor never dulled a good man's senses. Arthur, you ride with the deputy. Bill and I will follow.
Climb on up. Let's go. Yeah!
Archibald?
How are you?
Pretty good.
And your friend is behaving himself?
Oh, yes. I think he's learned his lesson.
Congratulations on becoming a temporarily deputized citizen of Scarlet Meadows County. Most towns just get bounty hunters to do their dirty work these days, but Sheriff Gray believes the law should keep the law. Now, I'm sure I don't need to remind you there's a chain of command here.
There is?
Dang straight there is. This is a dangerous business, but follow my lead and you'll be just fine.
Sure. Hey! Archibald wants to remind us he's in charge here.
Of course.
Who else would be?
But you were a big help with them Anderson boys, and I put in a very good word with the sheriff on your behalf.
We appreciate that.
We rounded up the others soon after. I'm pushing for the rope myself, but that's by the by.
So, these moonshiners.
Not just any moonshiners, Braithwaites. I told you about the Braithwaites.
Braithwaite.
Pretty sure you did.
Old Cotton family had a fortune at one point until, well, a few changes in the labor laws. Now they're dealing in moonshine. We found their stills hidden all over Lemoyne. Quick as we destroy one, another one pops up. You could call it a pitiful fall from grace, if they had any grace to start with.
I have no time for tax dodgers.
Not to mention the fact that Catherine Braithwaite has a rather expensive interest in thoroughbred horses to maintain.
But I heard something about it being gold these families were fighting over.
Well, that's the rumor, but the Grays and the Braithwaites think the other stole a fortune from them. but it happened so long ago, I don't know for sure if it's true.
Must be tough being rich, huh?
So I imagine.
That badge rather suits you, Mr. W.
Yes. I thought so too.
Does it feel good to be back at it, serving your country?
I wouldn't go that far.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold up. You see that wagon? Dear me, that don't look good. Oh. Come on, mister. Keep your eyes open. No. This must have happened recently. Hey, come have a look at this. Look, suit and tie, one bullet clean through the forehead. Well, my money says this is the handiwork of a gang called the Lemoyne Raiders.
Impressive. You got a keen eye.
Let's see if we've got any identification. Okay. We should get going. I'll send someone over here later to clean this up.
Well, that's pretty grim.
Would you mind taking the reins? I want to have a look at these papers.
Sure.
I'll direct you. Okay. Frederick Mitchell, Lemoyne State Legislator. Poor feller. Yes, this certainly smacks of the Raiders to me. Bunch of ex-Army Free Staters without an ounce of respect for the law. That's 7 government officials they've murdered this year alone.
Sure sounds like you fellas got your work cut out for you around here.
Oh, and I know the Braithwaites are in business with them. No shame. Trash begets trash, my Uncle Reginald used to say. He had a few stories, let me tell you. Town preacher and town sheriff. Would drink a sailor under the table before breakfast. Go right at the crossroads. He had one tiny hand, like a child's, on the end of a grown man's arm. But anyway, this tells you what kind of people the Braithwaites are. Selling moonshine to murderers. I tell folks don't even speak to him. Don't even look him in the eye.
I'm sure I wouldn't.
They're right again here. Here we are.
This whole region is so foggy.
Something about the Braithwaites, I think.
Even saying that word makes me sick. Now, anyone we find here, we bring in alive, understood?
Here's a... I guess this is a good example of the light shafts. Not as good as... not as good as the ones I was thinking of before, but you can see how the light shafts... I mean, they're dynamic. They're being applied as we go through. It's not some cheap method. It just adds to to realism. It looks really good.
See? What did I tell you, boys? What did I say? I said this place was crawling with vermin, and we just found ourselves the rat's nest par excellence, as they say in Paris. My aunt, she went to Paris back in '78.
How are we gonna handle this?
Well, the way I see
Actually, let my friend here decide. He doesn't have your fine way with words, but he is definitely the man for the job.
Let's split up. Arthur and Bill, me and Archibald. You boys want right or left?
Right.
We'll take the ride.
Let's stop these filthy, degenerate tax dodgers. The cheek of them. A fine idea. Hush.
Remember what he said. We need them alive. Let's just knock them out and then tie them up.
Got it. Deputy Williams.
Suddenly with this new area, we're suddenly so lawful. I mean, we're killing our way through the map before. Maybe my reputation will go back up now.
Forget the rider. Don't round him up later. Get the other one.
I'll deal with this one. You get the other fella.
All right.
Nice.
Come here.
Do you have to pick him up? Half expecting to get an alligator jump out of me in this area. Oof. I say that and suddenly I hear stuff from the water.
Just drop him with the others.
I think that's it.
Well, what do we do now?
We better destroy all this. Any of your boys can handle explosives?
Sure. Anyone but him.
So, tell me about it.
That is the last time I'll mention it, I swear.
That belongs to the Lemoran Raiders, you sons of bitches! Shit! We got men over here!
Alright, we can actually start fighting again. I only have my pistols this time around though. Let's just go with one actually.
This fight will be here right after. Where did the... The bitches come from!
Slightly overkill.
All right, boys. We're putting you out of business. We're taking blood.
There's more coming up from those huts!
Oof. Throw some dynamite out there. Got him. Wait. Okay, How's he still alive? What the hell? Go down. What? Right, most importantly now, where's my hat? There it is.
Fine by me.
All my old weapons are on my horse, so hoping. Oh, yes. Okay, I can pick up. I can pick up a shotgun in the meantime. I do already have a shotgun, but at least now I have another one to use. Well, as I say that, my horse isn't far away at all.
Why are you shooting at thin air?
I think that stance must be used for bank robberies. You just shoot in the air. I wonder if you can do it with pistols as well. It's a shame you can't do it with both. Where are the crocs? Oof, we're wading through some mud here. Hold on. What bird is that?
Well done. Well, forgive me, but me and my men must return to our lives. Ah, seems like we failed to destroy the last of the moonshine.
Sure.
Would you like us to?
Well, I normally take it. For personal consumption, it's sort of part of the job. But I better get back home. Why don't I just take a jug or two and leave you boys the rest to show that there's no hard feelings on account of the war?
We are all Americans.
Of course. My cousin, Webster, he used to say some of us is not as American as others, if you know what I mean. Only I didn't quite. Come on, you degenerate, no-good, white trash, hillbilly piece of scum. I know you, Billy Lime.
Finally.
You've always been a piece of crap. Come on, move
We
it.
have a life
Move
on a land so stupid, a backwater so backwards that even we are like geniuses. Bill, get this stuff out of here. Come on, you ride with me.
Okay.
Should I stash this somewhere near camp, boss?
Yes, show it to Hosea. I'm sure he can find a use for it. Bit of trouble back there, Arthur?
Ain't there always? From what they was yelling, I think they were the buyers.
Hold on.
Right, let's equip these so I actually have them next time we have a fight.
Jabal didn't ask too many questions, so
Hey,
neither should
my
we.
horse is max level now. I have the ability to drift. Hold square and push while moving.
I ain't planning to.
That was worth the effort, though. Deputized and hiding in plain sight. These lawmen, these two families, I mean, I really think we can play this.
It's less of a
from all
drift, more of a
sides.
strafe.
It's got Hosea written all over it.
This is starting to sound like the Young Dutch again.
What do you mean, young Dutch? I'm as strong as I have ever been. Hey, you know what? Why don't I race you back? Gil.
Alright.
Okay, you're on.
Since my horse is now level
Spirit.
4.
Okay. On my word. Set. Go. Hey!
And before I shoot his horse.
You never were much of a rider.
Alright, as I overtake you. This is the Forza Horizon expansion for Red Dead.
You okay there, old man?
Oof! That was quite the skid I did there. She lost a lot of ground in there. No, don't buck me off.
Final stretch. You really think you can hold that lead? No doubt.
Come on. It's sad to think back to you in your prime.
She might lose this. Because I've just drained all my stamina, actually. Come on. Come on, horse. Keep up with me. You can do this. I'm going to take an off-road path.
Come on, girl.
Come on. Come on, we're nearly there. No, he's going to overtake. Okay. No. We can do it. We can do it. No. Oh, don't tell me he came first on that final inch.
Oh, I am sorry, son.
Oh,
Well, spare the
no.
gloating Dutch. Oh, I'm not a gloater. Why would I
What?
laugh at the fact that you haven't learned, after all these years, to ride a horse very well? That is a source of great sorrow to me.
Very funny.
I had fun with you today. Be well. Here? Well, I was gonna say you're like a son to me. But you're more than that.
A daughter to you? Okay. Don't know if that's mine and Dutch's romance starting, but... Alright, let's do a quest for Molly. I think Molly is the girl that that is, or seems to be Dutch's girlfriend, as far as I know. They're always together and they have the same tent, I believe.
Now make yourself useful. And the first part of useful is not driving me insane with your constant complaints.
Hey, Arthur. Can I have a quick
Yes,
word?
Miss O'Shea.
Ah, call me Molly, would you? Arthur, how is Dutch? I mean, how does he seem to you?
I'm about the same as usual, I guess.
I really love him, you know.
Okay, that answers that question.
But if he... Like he always says, loyalty is everything, so...
Arthur! Excuse me, Miss O'Shea.
What you want?
I bring a gift. The great gift of information.
So you got some tip-off, so now I can risk my neck and make you some money while you lounge around.
You know, Arthur, bitterness, it works on the inside as well as on your sour face.
If you say so. But you could go find some other fool to run your errands.
Bill, come on over here. Will you be my other fool? You too, Charles.
What are you talking about?
Arthur's above a little stick-up I heard about.
No, I'm not.
You just said...
Hey, I'll do it, as long as you ride with us.
I got a serious medical condition.
Yes, you are a compulsive liar.
No need to be like that. Charles, have I ever lied to you?
I hardly know you.
Exactly. Now, you boys should do this. It's easy, and I'll only take a small commission for my information. But it's now or never.
Then it's never.
Oh, God help me. Fine, I'll do it.
Well, what is it?
It's a supply wagon carrying payroll, but very briefly unguarded, apparently. As it passes through a crossroads near here where there's an old ruined church before it connects with the rest of the wagon train. Very easy pickings.
As long as we get paid or you get shot, I'm happy.
You are a sick man, Arthur Morgan. A very sick man indeed. Come on then, you miserable bastards.
How you get wind of this, old man? We only been down here all of 5
Alright, boys. Let's go.
While you boys been off fishing or playing lawman or whatever the hell you've been doing, I've been getting down to business.
Finding the nearest grog house.
Hey, you don't want in on this, Williamson, that's fine by me. Do us all a favor. Head home.
Just give it a rest, you two.
Just have a little faith for once, will you? I've been scoping jobs like this since you fellers were knee-high to a grasshopper.
Once a decade, maybe. So what is it you've scoped here exactly?
Well, I told you. There's a wagon with a lockbox passes through every week. They switch outriders just north of here, but the front wagon's by itself for a stretch before the last run down into roads. Okay, hold up here.
We should cover our faces.
They'll be passing through the crossroads up ahead.
When?
Soon, Williamson. Christ's sakes. I should be due any time now.
Let's keep this quiet and clean. Nobody needs to die here.
There! You see, gentlemen? Just like clockwork.
Stop the wagon! I said, stop the damn wagon! Whoa! Now, don't try anything stupid, and we won't do anything unkind.
You know, boys, I don't want to get shot, but this is a mistake. I work for Cornwall Kerosene and Tar, Mr. Leviticus Cornwall.
Oh, great.
So you know him?
Doesn't. I hear he's rich enough to share the wealth around and not miss it too much.
Oh, he'll miss it.
Okay, why don't you check out around the back?
Arthur, help me out here. It'd be a lot quicker if someone helped me.
Let's see what's inside. Okay, we're looking good. Must be nearly 1,000 here.
Shit! Hey! Think I see something!
Oh, great.
I'm actually committing highway robbery wearing a sheriff's badge. That might give me away.
We got a lot of company back there.
Y'all made a big mistake!
Light us up, boys! Get rid of these sons of bitches!
Wait, sons of bitches! Well, nice going, Uncle! Most guarded wagon in goddamn history! How was I to know? Master, come on!
Oh, Lone, how big's the patch for Fallout 76?
Damn it.
Where the hell are we going? Getting out of here! What kind of dumb questions? Shoot those bastards.
Keep going! We're losing them!
Can I fire at these guys, or am I gonna get in trouble?
Get rid of them!
Yeah, I'm gonna fire on them. Actually, I'm gonna change my weapon first. Yeah.
You can move fast! You have to! Quick! Get off the trail! Into the woods! Let's shake him and get back to camp!
No, we need to find a place to lie low. We can't risk leading Cornwall's men to camp.
All right!
Yeah.
Whoa! Let's hide in here. Quick!
What? We've barely lost them.
Hold it!
We're gonna hide in the first place we see, and our horses are just gonna be on the outside.
Get out of here. Go on. I'll see you later. All right. Let's get out of
Okay,
sight.
maybe not.
Stay until dark, and then we'll sneak out of here. Charles, you keep watch for now.
Sure.
Well, we, get some rest. All right. Let's try and get out of here. Hey, shit! Absolutely. Now shut up, old man.
Look, I was just trying to...
Shut up. There's a light over by the house.
Damn. All right, now let's just keep this calm. See what happens.
Is this your place? Kinda. And you didn't hear nothing? Why don't you just tell me, partner, what you heard? Go ahead. Tell me what you heard. I don't... Maybe I heard some noises out by the barn a while ago. Ain't me.
Better not be.
All right. Coop forth. Low. Go check out the barn. Sir.
Well, the place looks deserted enough.
Sure. You head inside, I'll go round the back.
Alright, we actually gonna have to jump these guys? Come on, he can see me.
The place looks empty to me.
What?
Now, the old guy up there is full of crap.
I don't think they're here.
What do you mean
Don't
looks
see any
empty?
horses.
I'm right here.
Come on, let's head back.
What do you want about?
Place is empty. Shit!
Okay.
Give him hell, boys! You're in a situation here.
Oh wow, we're just gonna be in a shootout here, okay.
We got more of the bastards on this side.
I can barely see them.
Looks up. Cornwall's gone up to security.
More on the right here. We got a time box for you, boy.
Out of the way, Bill.
Oh, you're ready to die. This fella really don't like getting robbed.
Let's just hope we don't run out of bullets.
No, we're not gonna run out of bullets. I have 92 in this. And again, I've lost my hat.
Nearly got me.
Nicely done, Bill. still for 10 goddamn seconds?
You got us into this.
Hey, you insisted you come along. Oh, I'm officially retired. We got more on this side. Shit! Fire!
Fire? Oh god.
Behind you, Charles.
The fire's actually spreading pretty quickly.
Out of the way, Uncle. How about we stop robbing Cornwall for a while? I didn't know we was robbing Cornwall. All right? If we don't get out of here soon, we're charcoal.
Yeah, I'm fully down. Okay.
This whole place is catching. Come on, old man.
Are we leaving? Where's my hat? No, my hat! God damn it!
Let's go. Let's head to the woods. Into the trees. Come on.
Where are we going, Bill?
We'll try to lose him in the woods.
Let's split up a bit. Try to confuse them. Arthur, with me.
And if you dump Williamson, you're on your own.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Quick, behind these rocks. They're coming this way. Perfect. We need to do this quietly. You take the left and I'll take the right, okay? Your right or my right?
I do have tomahawks.
You see anything?
Not yet.
Follow my lead.
There we go.
Bastard! Get the hell off me! Arthur!
Oh, I thought you took him out. What the hell? Oh, you got him. Sorry.
Made a meal out of that, didn't you?
Oh, just stand there, why don't you? Making an old man suffer.
You're done.
Uh-oh. Clearly those boys ain't as quiet as us. Guess we should go give them a hand.
Alright. I mean, I was being an assassin in my tomahawks, but yeah, that's fine. In fact, let's continue with the tomahawks. See where it gets us. Yeah, charge the guy with the tomahawk. Oof. Oh, come on. One more enemy. I nearly won that whole encounter with just tomahawks.
Miss Cornwall ain't gonna be happy.
Made a meal out of that, didn't you? This is a young man's game.
Come on. Tomahawk time again.
We should go give him a hand.
Alright, maybe the tomahawks versus like 18 guns isn't the best idea.
Bastard! Made a meal out of that, didn't you? This is a young
My
man's
tomahawk
game.
back. There you go.
Guess we should go give him a hand.
Whoa. Alright. Let's get this last guy with a tomahawk.
We all still alive?
Yeah.
Just about. Yeah, I'll deal with you later.
We got some money, didn't we?
Sure, but now we got Cornwall on our backs.
It was an
again.
honest
Hey,
mistake.
leave it. Come on, get out of here. Every man split up. Come on, run quick.
Good luck, gents.
Stay quiet and move.
Wait, we didn't gain any bounty in this area, right? We didn't, okay. I lost a tomahawk on that guy.
Oh, you're gonna pay!
No, what? Okay. Uh-oh. Shit. Maybe we are going to get a bounty in this area. I'm not sure if it was reported by our identity or not. If not, we should be safe.
I think you've overstayed your welcome.
Calm down, will you?
All right, I've had enough.
Sorry.
Alright, I was-
No, I'll stop it now.
We're just chilling. We're just chilling. It's fine.
You should have left us in peace, stranger.
Come out. Come on.
Son of
Alright, I
a
wasn't
bitch.
expecting you just to rush out. Yeah. Oh, there's another one in the house. Come on. We're getting very close to being that evil category now. This wagon might actually have some loot. Apparently not. Alright. I guess let's head back to the Romeo and Juliet storyline. We'll leave that open. Another complaint going around a lot that it's pretty much the only complaint right now that I can actually that I properly sympathize with, I actually agree with to some degree, is the travel in this game is so long and it gets to the point of being tedious. There is fast travel, but in this game your bounty restricts you from using fast travel in any area. And the problem with that is that you could make the argument, just don't get a bounty, yeah, that's fine. But some story missions give you bounties for doing particular things within the story mission, like you have no way of dodging it. And that's fine because you can just pay off your bounty, but I don't think it's exactly fair to rob a player of like $100 or whatever to pay off the bounty that the story gave them. To skip some tedious travel, because the travel does take a long time. I mean, it's great that the map is so big. I don't know if I can get a full picture here. I haven't even explored like probably about half the map, but it's a huge map, but the travel time on it is so long. Look how far I can go. I haven't even explored half of this area over here. So if I want to use public transport there, I gotta pay $60 there, $105 there. I can't even pay off there because that was given to me by the story. It becomes a little troublesome to get around. Where do I start this quest? Normally they kind of phase into existence by now. Where's Romeo? You in there with the horse? Come on, Romeo.
You got my money?
Sure.
Yeah, Lone, I could shoot any horse.
For me?
Yes.
Might I have it?
Sure. But it'll cost you. I can't be bothered. Here, take it.
Oh, thank you, Arthur. Thank you. My God. What a woman. This'll get her killed for sure.
What?
Women's suffrage. Around here, they don't even like men voting. They'd bring back the monarchy given half the chance. Progress is a dirty word in these parts. Unlike incest.
Excuse me?
I don't want to marry my cousin Matilda. I want to marry Penelope. But they'll kill her at one of those rallies they're holding. They've done it before. Mister, you gotta help.
No, I'm afraid I don't want no part of it.
I'll pay. My family, we've still got some money.
Fine. Just no more running around with letters.
Thank you. Come on. We better get going.
Okay, so we've gone from being the messenger of Romeo and Juliet to women's suffrage, I think.
Come on! Come on! Yeah! We'll go around the property and take the road to town.
Alright, calm down.
Easy, boy. Calm down.
I can't be calm. If we don't get there in time, my true love may be shot.
If she wants to rally, you gotta let her rally.
Well, good as the cause is, I can't let her become a martyr to it. I want to marry a flesh and blood woman, not a statue in her honor.
I'm sure they know what they're doing.
There! There they are!
here.
I cannot let you go through with this. You'll be killed.
I'm prepared to die for the cause, Bo. You know that.
Do something, please.
Do what? Fight this mob?
We must begin.
They'd eat me alive.
This is no laughing matter, sir. They need protecting from certain elements. Mostly my family. Penelope, I beg you.
I'll tell you what. Your friend here can drive the wagon for us. It'll allow us to shout all the louder. Hooray!
Sure.
Miss Calhoun. Miss Calhoun. My friend here says he can drive the wagon.
Well, Olive Calhoun. Normally I like to drive myself, but today I feel like a man joining us sends the right message.
Well, I ain't never been in a protest march before, madam.
Well, just treat us like the sheep, and the folks attacking us like the wolves, and I'm sure you'll feel right at home. Shall we go? All right, ladies. We know our song is a good one, and we know our cause is a pure one.
Yes, ma'am.
Let liberty reign! We're mothers, wives, housekeepers, and daughters. We cook the food and we fetch the water, singing songs of freedom and glory be.
Take us down Main Street, right through town to the steps of the Bank of Roads, Mr. What was your name?
Arthur Morgan.
Very good, Mr. Morgan. Not too quick, and not too slow. We need them to hear our voice.
Well, they'll hear it all right.
Very good, very good. Mr. Morgan, are you an old friend of the movement?
I'm just a driver, Mrs. Calhoun. Maybe a shotgun messenger if it comes to it. I hope it won't.
Well, our message will be delivered peaceably, Mr. Morgan. You can keep your shotgun to yourself. Stay on Main Street. It's a left up here, Mr. Morgan. Look at these people. It's about to get exciting. I can feel it.
No, I can feel some shots being fired.
Good day,
I don't like the town is all coming out.
Just to make sure it's a peaceful assembly. Oh, do give it a rest, you sorry fool. Mr. Morgan, I give you the male of the species.
Yeah, that's a pretty dumb specimen, I grant it.
A little further, please. Stop just past the bank. This spot is fine, sir.
Ladies, get down!
Come on! Come on!
Go home! Shut your mouth! What the hell is going on? Oh my God! Shit! And cause all this trouble. You don't even know what to get.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a great day for all of us. For today is the day we begin to live as equals. Yes, equal, sir. Fair and equal.
This is unnatural. This is nonsense.
Fair, equal, and free, just as the Founding Fathers intended.
Founding fathers, not founding mothers, you silly old goat.
Got him.
Is philosophy dependent on biology, sir?
What the hell you doing here, boy?
Keep your voice down. I'm trying to listen to the speech.
Hello, darling cousin. Don't you ever speak to me like that. What are you doing here? Listening, I suppose.
Go help Bo. His cousin is a moron. And stop them from ruining the speech.
You need to learn yourself some manners, cousin. Haven't you got anything better to do? Oh, you always was
Bo,
a cocky little...
weren't we just leaving?
Who the hell is this?
Follow me around here.
Oh, what? You'll hit me?
Come on.
Sir, can you not see how idiotic
Right, let's beat him up.
Come on, Bo. Let's go.
Wait, what?
Quick now.
Can't we beat them up? Why do we have to mount?
Follow me. I know a place. It's an old battlefield no one goes to.
What a land of the future! A land of equality! A land of progress! That's a beautiful land we have built. But
You don't want to go back and Hear the speeches? I ain't voted before, but kinda getting hot for voting rights.
I don't know whether to take you serious.
Oh my god, not again.
I wasn't done saying. I don't know whether to take you seriously, Mr. Morgan. My cousins are my primary concern right now. If everyone knows about Penelope and me...
Everyone knows
Look,
about Penelope and
I don't know what it is about this game. There's so many things you just bump into. I think it's the horse. It flings me off. Alright, no hate to the horse. I get that you can be knocked down, but there's no need to buck me off that far. I get thrown off so far.
We bury our secrets, and we bury them deep.
Damn it.
Okay, everybody, brand new stream. So we're just playing some Red Dead Redemption. We're at approximately zero falls at the moment.
What were you saying again?
Just continuing on this quest.
You know, Catherine Braithwaite's got a daughter. No one's seen her in years. She weren't right, you know, and Penelope said...
I ain't heard about daughters. I heard about gold.
But Yankee gold? I fear that's just a story, Mr. Morgan. I don't know.
This is awful.
Nobody died. Ain't that awful.
My cousins are vindictive bastards. My brothers are vindictive bastards. My cousins are worse.
They started it.
I know, but...
You should leave.
I will, as soon as I have enough money. When my family... We have money, but I don't.
Is your family very rich?
Yes, well, I believe so. But, they keep me out of the discussions. I have more of a... artistic temperament, so...
Oh, is that what they call it?
Yes. Oh, you made a joke. I really love her. I do.
Well, stick around. Maybe you can die for her as well.
I thought you were trying to make me feel better.
Look, I gotta go.
Me too. Oh, damn! I'm gonna be late. My uncle is quite as bad as you would imagine. Here, your payment. Thank you. Excuse me.
$30. Great. Thanks, Romeo. Okay. I'm really interested to try see a bank robbery just to see how much money you actually get from it. But I'm not sure which towns actually have banks in them. Because I don't think they're explicitly marked. Like this one had a bank, but it wasn't marked. So I'm wondering, can I just follow the rail tracks into another town? I think I can. Yeah, maybe, kind of, yeah. What's this quest? Oh, the photography. It's a side quest. I want to try it. Let's try this rail track. I'm thinking if we just follow the rail track, it must go to another station. And hopefully that station is in town that has a bank. I know I can't rob the one at Rhodes, so... Also just to explore what's down there, because I haven't actually been down this far with the map. Okay, well maybe it wasn't, but... What is that? It's a big old boat. But, what is that in the water? It's an alligator. Alright. I haven't seen any of these yet. Oh my god, there's quite a few of them. Will they come for me if I just go into the water? Hey, Mr. Alligator. Good, peaceful. Oh, there is actually a legendary alligator around. Okay. But it seems like we're coming to the bottom here. I think, maybe not. Okay. Yep, so I'll have to go back to Stagecoach, because I think until I get some way to cross large expanses of water, I think this is probably a dead end. Unless I can get one of those boats. There might be a boat down there. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a bunch of beached alligators. I didn't even see them. Alright, flee. We're gonna take on some alligators. These ones are higher rating than the previous. I think that's a baby one over there too. Oh. It's 3-star though. So's that one. Okay, these ones are better quality, I think. How many tomahawks does it take to take out an alligator? Oof. I missed. Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ. Got him. I think I might have butchered the meat. It's going to be worth a lot less now. I thought that using the tomahawk was going to be a lot cleaner way of preserving the meat than just loading it with a double-barrel shotgun. Alright.
Yep. Okay then.
I don't like that they're just viciously, like, just watching. That boat is huge. I do wonder if we can actually get onto those. I'm not sure if the coast down there is actually some lands that we can actually go onto. Because it's clear that there is stuff down there. I mean, the map, even though it's not explored, has plenty of room down there. Okay. Actually, this is the time to get my hat back. You know what? While we're here, actually, let's set up a camp. I'm sure we've got stuff to cook and craft. And we're getting to the end of the 2 hours anyway. So might as well do this. Yeah, this is the meat that I just got. Okay, what? Actually, one piece of alligator meat refills all my stats. I'll keep it in the bag for now. Although I actually do need all my stats regained. I will eat the next one. Yeah, there we go. That's actually insanely good. I need to keep more of this cooked just on my person. Alright. Tonics. Make some Indian tobacco. Some ammo. I'm interested in making some poison knives. And a fire bottle. Let's make one of these too. Okay. We made a shit ton of stuff. Got plenty of food for the next time. What I'll do is the Fallout beta starts in what I think is 5 minutes. So I'll end the stream here. And I think Lone and I are going to play the Fallout beta, and I'm going to try and set up the stream for it to work with OBS, but I checked out the minimum specs, the recommended specs for Fallout 76, and I can definitely run it, but I'm not sure if the processor usage is going to be too demanding for it to be streamed and run at the same time. So, I'm going to check that out when it launches now. But otherwise, we got a decent amount done for Romeo and Juliet today, and I guess we've now been promoted to being sheriffs of roads. But, oh, there's actually bounty hunters out for me as well. Great. But I think it's a good time to end. So, guys, I'm gonna leave you now. Definitely go check out all the socials. They'll be linked on their end screen. Peace out and stay frosty.